Hello everyone, my name is Jean and welcome to this crash course on how to shoot great vertical videos. In this particular course, we will go from basics, starting from preparing your script, delivering information, framing yourself in camera the way you should be framed, lighting, basically scene setup, audio, things to do and things not to do. After this course, you will have all the necessary information to shoot a video like you're watching right now. So enjoy and stay tuned. To shoot a great online video, first thing you need is to be prepared. And there are many things included in preparation for a good video. But the first thing I'd start with is to have a script. Basically, a script is a list of bullet points where you mention all the major things you want to talk about. For example, I have the list for this particular course that I'm delivering right in front of my eyes, and it consists of like 10 points, 10 bullet points. Where will I start? What would I do next? What will be the next chapter, the next, and the next, and the next? So having this script is necessary to keep you kind of focused on each particular stage. So the script is the first thing. Then, for sure, you need to think a bit about clothing. So you see, I'm kind of wearing some greeny bluish t-shirt, polo shirt, and I'm wearing it on a particular purpose because it's a contrast. So it contrasts with the background, and it kind of looks better in the picture. If I were wearing a gray t-shirt, then it will be blended with the drapes behind me, and it won't be that contrast. So think of the clothing that makes you look good, not in terms of look good, but in terms of look good in picture. So the next thing is for sure distractions. When you're shooting a course, so try to find the place where you're either alone or with someone who is helping you to shoot a video, but try to make sure that there are no, for example, windows open, because then the sound of the outside can reach you, or someone will kind of be walking behind you when you're shooting your video. All those things are distractions, so make sure they're not there. And for sure, the biggest thing that you also should keep in mind is the scene around you. So where are you shooting videos? I saw a lot of videos shot in front of just a wall. So there is a wall behind you and you're shooting a video. I'm not sure it's the best way to go. It might be good in some cases, but for example, in my case, I have pretty deep background, as you can see. So it's a room there. So I put some plant here. You can see this one, okay? And basically, there are drapes that makes me, as a speaker, as a lecturer, on a contrast. And so think about what you see behind you, what people will see behind you. It shouldn't distract people, but it should be something cozy and something kind of makes you stand out on this background. So be prepared, have a script, clothing, make sure you won't be distracted, and for sure set up a scene before you shoot the videos. So pretty simple, right? Let's talk about how to position yourself in front of the camera. So right now you see me in a pretty natural position. So the distance between the camera and me is enough for me to use my hands. But the biggest thing here that you should notice, if you split your screen into 3 parts, like bottom 30%, 30%, 30%, you can see that my face is between the second part and the third part, so right in the middle of that. And that's exactly where it should be. Because if you put your face somewhere in the center of the screen, I mean vertical center, then you'll have more of scene than you in the screen. And also, if you using a stand like I am, make sure that your kind of line of sight is exactly where your camera is. So right now I look right on the camera and it's right in the same height as my eyes. This is basically like split your screen. You should be on the top of the screen, your face, I mean. Do not do things like this, when you're kind of laying down or kind of delivering content from relaxed position, it's probably not the best way to go. You can try it, but probably people won't like it. Do not use your hands inside somewhere near your mouse or do with your face something. Keep them busy with something if you want to emphasize something, or keep them on the table. This is it. And try not to do stuff like this where kind of you are talking to someone, you are delivering, but you are not in the, say, horizontal center of the screen. So you can see that it looks a bit weird, right? And for sure, when you're delivering the content and positioning yourself, you probably heard a lot of background noises while I was doing this, like movements. This is also the thing that when you choose your basically position on the screen in front of the camera, make sure it stay consistent throughout each piece of the content. Do not kind of change this position rapidly. And of course, enjoy the process. Okay, let's talk about 3 things that might help you to shoot good vertical video. The first one is pace. It's basically how fast are you delivering the content. And the pace is super crucial, and there is no rights or wrongs with the pace. You should go with your own pace that you feel comfortable. You see that I'm making some poses, I'm using like my hands as well to make emphasis. We'll talk about that later. But make sure you deliver the content on your pace, because I saw many people trying to squeeze as much content in 1 minute as they can, and they start to speak super quick, and then you can understand anything, and then it doesn't work. So the second part, you probably notice that I'm looking right on you. So my eyes are on you, on the camera. They're not somewhere there. Then I'm kind of losing my eye contact with you, and you are losing what I'm talking about probably. So I can watch in the window. Oh, there is sunny weather, that's great. But use your eyes and use this eye contact to keep your viewer engaged, because then you are looking at the person and you are kind of bonding with the person as well while eye contact is there. And for sure, you notice that I use my hands a lot, and that's definitely it's my thing. You might use your hands or you might not, but if you use your hands, use them on purpose to emphasize something, to put an accent somewhere, or to demonstrate something. But do not kind of use them if you don't like to use them. If you don't like to use them, you can just put it on the table and continue delivering content. It's up to you. I like to use gestures in my hands to emphasize content, but again, this is up to you. So pick your pace, make sure you have an eye contact all the time with your viewer, and use your hands or don't use your hands. It's up to you. Anyway, enjoy. Now let's talk about lighting. What kind of lights to use and how to use them, but it's not rocket science. Let me be super straight with you. And right now I'm using the light from my window. That's pretty natural. It's going from my right side, and you can see highlights here on my face. And I'm also using a lamp here. You can see the shadow to add a bit warm side here and to add a bit lighting here. And it works pretty good. So I'm hand-holding my phone just to demonstrate you different types of lighting. The thing you should avoid, the first thing you should avoid is shooting yourself when there is a sun right on your face, because you start squinting, right? So it kind of looks good, but anyway, try to avoid this. Even if you're shooting outside, shoot on the basically cloudy day, not shoot on the sun. So you can see I can't even unsquint. So, and always try to be sure that lighting is in front of you. It's not behind you. You can see that there is a straight lighting in front of me, and I'm looking pretty okay with this. When you're trying to do the vice versa, when the lighting is behind you, in this particular case, you can see that you are losing the background at all. So it's like, it's a white background and this is it. And camera also become a bit not that good looking. So also think that I do not like, there are people who likes it, but shooting behind the wall and not using any lighting at all. So you can see that the light is all over me, and I look like not that maybe good for myself, but some people likes it. So as you can see, I like two sources of the light, one from here, another from here, and this is the way for me in particular that I like. So but the biggest thing, do not shoot videos when you have lighting on the back. Shoot videos when you have lighting on the front or from the side or from two sides. And this is basically it.